feel like I'm funnier just being in your presence.
It's the microphone. I've never seen so much yellow on a mic.
It's bright, it's happy.
Last time I saw this, I was getting stung.
I promise we won't sting you. Obviously, you're performing tonight, and you are just doing great right now. We see so much of you on Netflix, and you have a show coming out. Can you give us a little bit of information about that?
A little bit of information. The show is called Mr. Iglesias, which is my last name. A lot of people think my last name is Fluffy. Believe me, when I go places, no one ever says Gabriel. No one ever says Mr. Iglesias. My full name is Gabriel Jesus Iglesias. That's Gabriel Jesus Iglesias, and but everyone calls me Fluffy.
Yeah.
So
on this Netflix show, what can we expect?
On this Netflix show, Mr. Iglesias, I'm playing a school teacher, a history teacher in the Long Beach Unified School District, and it's one of those things where I get to show the youth what's going on. I'm helping out troubled youth, and it's a lot of fun because there's a lot of heart and a lot of learning in this one. It's stuff that I don't normally get to do on stage, so I try not to get too political, too controversial in my stage show. But on this series, it allows me to touch on things that I probably wouldn't touch on in my show.
Amazing. And obviously you're known for stand-up and comedian, and I feel like there's this false interpretation that you have to kind of be on it at all times. If you're not on stage, people expect you to be funny. Has there been any experiences where people are like, whoa, you're not as funny as I expected, or do you feel that pressure? In the restroom. People want me to crack jokes and be funny and be, how come you're not being nice? Because I'm in a moment right now. I've had people pull cameras on me in the bathroom is probably the one place where people get upset the most. I feel like that's a known thing. Do not do that.
No, people do it. People do it. And so I'm sure I guarantee you there's footage out there of me getting really, really upset with fans in the bathroom. So look for the urinal or the toilet in the background and then give me the pass.
So sorry, that is violating.
Yeah, anywhere else I'm pretty good about it. In the streets, at restaurants, I've invited fans to come up and say hi anytime they want. I didn't think I needed to include the bathroom.
I would hope that, I'm sorry that you have to deal with that. That's not okay.
Yeah, certain parts of me do not belong on the internet.
No.
FYI.
Obviously, comedy is a sense of joy and an escape for everybody. And kind of what brought you into comedy? Was it something that you knew from childhood that you wanted to become a comedian, or how did that happen?
I saw Eddie Murphy Raw when I was about 9 years old. I was about 9 years old. I saw Eddie Murphy Raw. Eddie Murphy, a comedian, by the way, not just an actor or voiceover personality. I find it hard to believe that some people don't know that he started off as a stand-up, you know. But I saw his special. I says, you know what? I like that. He's out there. He's making people laugh. He's so funny, and I wanted that. I wanted to be that. Yeah. And you know, growing up I was always a chunky kid growing up, and so I says, you know what? If you're out there making people laugh, that's acceptance. Right. And if you're a person who's not used to that, it's like a drug. I love the fact that I can go up on stage and be myself and have people laughing with me, not at me. There's a difference.
Yes, with you. And just one last thing is that obviously there's a lot of preparation that goes into stand-up. You don't just go out there and wing it.
Oh, watch this.
Yes. So we're going to be seeing you wing it tonight.
We might see something that looks a little improvised. Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you ever have those moments where you're like, okay, I'm just going to go with this? Like you have a thought in your head and it kind of changes gears of what you had planned on doing that night?
That happens all the time. That's actually my writing process. I go up on stage. I literally go on stage with an idea and I try it live. There's no way for me to test it off stage.
Really?
Yeah. So when you say improvise, oh yeah, there might be something tonight that'll happen.
So you don't have like a go-to person that you are like, okay, I got this joke. I want to try it before I go on stage. You just try it with the audience.
There's the people that are around me all the time. I would never want to try material on them because they'd see right through it. So it has to be. It has to come across spontaneous. So otherwise,
very authentic.
It is. So if it's really, really funny and I'm laughing too, that's the first time I'm telling it. And if you're not laughing and I'm looking at you funny, that means I won't do that tomorrow.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Thank you so much. It was so great to meet you.